Thank you, Adam. Hello, everybody. Uh, Thank you for joining this session. I trust you will be with me until the end of this session, and I hope it will be a good use of your time. My name is Burak Kuzucu, and I'm Senior Solutions Engineer at Zuva. Today, I'm going to talk about how to leverage AI to improve operational efficiency and excellence in contract management domain. First, let me provide some background about myself. With 15 years of experience in leading software vendors and tech startups, I have worked in various roles from software development to solution consultancy and account management and client success. At Zuva, I lead a technical relationship with our prospects and clients. This involves creating solutions for our prospects, assisting them technically while they trial our products, and providing ongoing support to our clients as well. Here is the agenda for my presentation. I will start with a company intro, then explain what contracts AI is. I think that's a new concept to most of you. Following that, I will provide a product overview and zoom in on how our AI works. Finally, I will conclude the session with a quick demo. Let's start with our company story. Zuva is an AI company, and our AI models are specialized in the legal domain. They are trained on contracts and related documents. That is why we categorize our company as a contracts AI vendor. For some context, Zuva has been in the contracts AI space for a long time. Back in 2011, our founder and CEO, Noah, started the company Kira Systems, which was used by a heavy majority of world's biggest and best law firms to review contracts faster and better. And in 2021, Kira was acquired by Litera. As part of that acquisition, Noah and our core team managed to spin out a copy of the underlying technology, which had been in development for over 12 years, and founded Zuva. Since then, we have come a long way with new product features, infrastructure improvements, and the addition of new team members, including me. And who is Zuva? Put simply, Zuva is a document intelligence company. And our mission is to help businesses operate more efficiently and make better decisions by having quick and reliable access to the details of their contracts and business documents. And what is unique about Zuva? Of course, our AI engine and machine learning models, but the way we serve them is also unique because we believe contract data should be available anywhere that people want it in a business, not necessarily tied to isolated business systems. And about our team structure, Zua's team includes machine learning scientists, designers, developers, and lawyers, and many with significant experience in this area of technology. Let's talk about contracts. To be honest, I didn't used to care too much about contracts before I joined Zuva, but I learned how important they are for business and, of course, for individuals as well. Actually, in many ways, contracts are the operating system of a business because they govern the relationship, the external relationship. They govern the obligations to employees or vendors or all the companies they are working together. And to operate the business effectively and sustainably, a company must analyze their contracts and maintain a complete understanding and insight into them continuously because contracts are a living thing. However, contract analysis is a time-consuming and costly task, particularly when dealing with hundreds or thousands of contracts under time pressure. To tackle with this challenge, AI could be an effective tool if it is reliable enough to extract contract data accurately. So we have dipped our toes into the water. Let's dive deeper and define the term contracts AI. Contracts AI describes the use of techniques and machine learning algorithms trained on contracts and then applied to extract critical contract data. This data can be in the form of structured entities, such as contract expiry date or contract amount, or that contract data can be in a non-templated, non-standard form, like long sentences, speaking to, for example, assignment or exclusivity conditions. The latter makes the problem very complicated and challenging for contracts AI because you are not able to define the template of the terms or text that AI is going to extract. Okay, now we know what contracts AI means. Let's quickly review the use cases that can be realized by using it. Contracts AI is highly valuable first, I need to focus on this one. Pardon me. Contracts AI can help many systems and processes that utilize contracts, mainly contract management systems and core contract-centric systems. Because contracts AI can capture metadata and critical information from contracts faster and more accurately. In this way, it can help faster contract negotiation, or it can help with contract approval and execution by automatically spotting the risky conditions or directing them to the appropriate reviewers in the organization. Or it can also provide a better understanding and visibility of the executed contract. These are the benefits of contracts AI for contract-centric systems. But these benefits are not limited with these systems, because contract data is required in any other business systems. And contract data is highly valuable in various business management systems as well. For example, sales teams in a company, in an organization, require client contract data, sales contract data, in their CRM systems. Or the procurement team of an organization needs vendor contract data in their ERP system. Or human resource management team, or human resources team, let's say, need their employment contract data in their HRM systems. So these are just examples of the systems that require the contract data for that specific particular business goals. And contracts AI can automatically capture this critical information from contracts and make it available within the relevant business systems. And as you might guess, Zuva Contracts AI can empower all the use cases presented in this slide and the previous one. So obviously, contracts AI is a valuable technology. That is why it's not surprising that it attracts many. But what sets Zuva apart from the other vendors in this place, in this crowded place? There are several differentiating points for us, and I will summarize them into 4 items. First, our AI is built using supervised machine learning techniques, and it has been awarded patent for its methods in identifying complex concepts in text, like non-standard, non-templated concepts. Second, we offer an extensive number of AI fields trained by our subject matter experts, specifically speaking, over 1,300 built-in AI models available as out of the box. The third one is, in addition to these built-in models, we enable our users to create and train their own models for their specific needs. And they can do this by using our underlying technology via user interface. And to do this, they don't need to become data science or machine learning experts. So this is highly differentiating point. And the fourth one is, last but not least, of course, thanks to the API-driven design of our product, it is pretty straightforward to integrate our AI models into other systems, into other softwares or workflows. These are the main differentiating points for us in this contract AI space. And let's zoom in on the product and the features that we offer. So this is our flagship product, Zuva Doc AI. It's an API-driven product, which means all Doc AI services are consumed through API calls. There's no user interface. And Doc AI users benefit from using an API-driven product in a couple of key ways. First, this UI-free approach provides flexibility for design and implementation. Second, this process-agnostic approach makes it easily attachable to business workflows that is already in place. And the programmatic access allows processing documents through Doc AI at a high scale You can process 10 documents at a time, or 100 or 1,000 documents because of this programmatic design. This API-driven approach makes Doc AI unique in the contracts AI space. Next, let's review the Doc AI services and how they uniquely create value for contract analysis. Okay. Doc AI combines several features that leverage AI to capture data and critical insight from contracts. With this slide, I will explain these features and how they can help analyze contracts. Let's start with Doc AI classification. You can think of this service as a librarian who is an expert in business contracts and related documents, sorting them with expertise. Classification service automatically identifies 225 document types and classified documents based on the extensive taxonomy. Now you'll see a very small portion of this taxonomy on the screen, and the entire list, entire taxonomy is available on our website. And the classification result is highly valuable in many ways. For example, you can organize your contract repository. It could be in a mess. Or you can process a document in a workflow set up dynamically based on the document type. For example, upload the document and based on the document type, extract the relevant concepts. Because the concepts you want to get extracted depends on the contract type. It varies from one contract to another contract type. So the document classification service would be really helpful to automate the entire process. Next, we continue with our bread and butter feature, Doc AI extraction. Zuva offers over 1,300 pre-trained AI fields and also allows users to train their own models. These fields identify and extract legal clauses, provisions, and data points from a variety of documents. But the data extracted by this model is highly valuable, as it points out the critical information in contracts. But here's an important point in terms of terminology. The extracted text by this field is generally considered as semi-structured because it is written in non-standard form within the contract. I will show a couple of examples in the demo section. But on the other hand, so extracted data is considered semi-structured data. It's highly valuable when you highlight the critical terms and conditions. But on the other hand, structured contract data can be highly useful for several reasons as well, because it can be easily organized and searchable. It can be used to create visual reports, or it can also drive action by triggering automated workflows. That is why we need to find a way to transform the extracted text, that semi-structured text, into the structured form. That is the problem we have been thinking of for a while. And I will show you how we address this problem. With this in mind, we developed two features recently, let's say in 2023, that transform this extracted text into structured form. One is normalization. This service, very easy to explain and understand, takes a text as input, captures specific type of data within it, and parses it into predefined formats. Currently, Doc AI is able to normalize 3 different types of data: currency, date, and duration, as you can see on the screen now. And the output data can be easily used for downstream processing in the structured form. Okay. The other feature that generates structured data based on the extraction is the LLM-backed answers. This feature automatically provides structured answers to the predefined questions, along with the supporting evidence from contracts. I would like to explain more about this because it perfectly combines our AI models with large language models and creates significant business value. Needless to say, LLMs are impressive and revolutionary in many ways, but they don't appear to be reliable enough for contract analysis. And this is completely understandable considering their general purposes. But the lack of accuracy and consistency is unacceptable for contract analysis tasks. And another drawback is to get answer to your contract related question, you need to provide the entire contract to LLM. This not only raises the processing costs and times, but also brings up some concerns about data privacy. And this slide shows how we use LLMs to generate insightful answers to key business questions while addressing the concerns and challenges I just mentioned. Let me explain how we do this in a simple way. Based on the business question, and that question could be like this: can this agreement be assigned? We identify a Zuva AI model that is trained to extract the relevant text from contract. Let's say assignment AI model. Then Doc AI automatically generates a prompt with a well-engineered question and possible answers, and then incorporating the extracted text to set the context for the prompt, which makes that prompt a context-aware prompt. Then Doc AI sends this complete prompt to large language model, LLM processes this request, and returns one of the possible answers as a response. Like these examples. So this is the predefined question and the available options. For this particular LLM answer field, we use the assignment AI model that extracts the assignment-related clauses from the contract, generates the prompt with the extraction and the predefined question and the possible answers, and that is a context-aware prompt, and we will get a structured answer to this question. It sounds simple and effective, doesn't it? I think so. I would like to hear your comments on this. Please share your comments. From our perspective, and what we hear from our prospects and clients, this is a truly unique approach that leverages supervised AI to improve the accuracy and consistency of large language models. Furthermore, this approach reduces costs and processing time while addressing the data privacy concern, as it only sends a very small portion of the contract to LLM. Specifically speaking, the piece of data that is relevant to that question. Okay, now I'm done with the presentation. I will jump into the demo section and I will open our website, which contains our demo widget here. This is our website, and there is a very simple application developed for demo purposes and for initial trial purposes, let's say, for our prospects, for our interested users. This widget is created to demonstrate the abilities of our AI on a very small scale, because it's only processed one document at a time. This application has a sample user interface, and the key point is it uses our AI behind the scenes to process the uploaded document and extract some critical data and highlight it in a document viewer. It's really straightforward. Upload your contract or choose a sample document, run the process, and view the result. And that's what I will do now. For this demo purposes, I will choose a sample document right here. Let's go with a vendor contract. And that is the result. The result is ready to review now. And first, it shows the document type. So this uploaded document is a contract, and specific, it's a supply agreement. That this comes from the classification endpoint, from the classification service. And here we see the list of the fields that extracted the relevant data from this particular contract. And we see lots of data points like term and renewal, price increase escalation clause, payment due days, indemnity, warranty, insurance. As you may notice, each extraction, this is the extraction, each extraction comes with the coordinates of the extracted text, allowing us to highlight the extracted text. All the technical details can be seen here in the View API mode, because this JSON response shows the details of this output with the extracted text and the specific position of that text. All can be seen here in the JSON response. Okay, there are some fields here extracting some entity. There are some fields extracting the entity type data points, like title of this contract, or parties involved into this contract, or the date of this contract. these are the entity type fields. And relatively speaking, it's easy to extract this type of data. And there are some other fields, extracting clauses or provisions like this one, pricing. Does this contract renew automatically? Or minimum purchase amounts? These are speaking to a specific concept. And this second category can be quite challenging for an AI to identify, because these, you cannot just force a standard format for this particular concept. It could be in any way. It could be just written in any way in different contracts. So this is why it's a challenging problem for an AI to identify these type of clauses. And the other point, the result might be wordy. You see, this is an 3 paragraphs answer. And that's why we developed the LLM back answer feature to generate structured answers based on the extraction. And here you can see the LLM back answer fields. And this is an example for that. Does the agreement auto-renew? This is a predefined question. Extracting a specific concept, auto-renew concept, and based on the extracted data available in this contract, it gets a specific structured answer to this question. Okay, this contract can be renewed, but notice should be given. Or we can see another example. Can the agreement be assigned? Yes, this agreement can be assigned. We got this answer based on this evidence, but it requires consent. So this is a structured answer to this particular question. As you can see, it returns a structured answer from the predefined answer list. But another critical point is we not only get a structured answer, but also the evidence that supports this decision. I think this is important. I believe this is important because generally AIs act like a black box. It gets an input and generates an output, and we don't know why it generated that output. But in this way, we see the output and with the evidence, because in this way, it provides causality. So I think that's another important approach, aspect of this approach, innovative approach. As mentioned, this structured data would be really useful in many ways. For example, let's imagine this situation. There is a company acquired by another firm. This requires the acquired company to transfer all their contracts to the acquiring company. In this case, their legal team, the legal team of the acquired company, needs to categorize all their contracts based on the assignability terms and take some actions for the contracts that require consent or notice, let's say. So I'm just moving to another screen right now, SharePoint view. Ideally, they would love to have a view or report similar to this SharePoint that contains all the necessary information for taking action and tracking progress. If done manually, the task of collecting all this information would take an extensive amount and high costs. But with the right solution in place, it's very straightforward to have all this information in your desired system, like SharePoint or another business systems. And all the data you see on the screen is automatically extracted by Jock AI. And as you notice, the data is not informative only, but also actionable and easily searchable. For example, this column shows the assignability condition of this specific contract. And if I want to see the contracts that can be assigned but requires consent, I will just apply a filter on that particular column. And I'm just seeing the contracts that can be assigned but requires consent. So again, simple and effective. Now I'm turning back to the presentation to show my last slide. Okay, this gets us to the end of my session. I hope it was useful for you in general. We would be happy to see you check out our website, create a free account, and try our AI. Maybe you just like it or find it useful. Maybe you will go ahead and develop your own product by using our technology. And feel free to reach out to me directly if you have any questions going forward. And thank you for listening.